welcome to Milken Gaming. Today we're just going to be taking a look at some strategy for the game Rainbow Six Siege relating to who you should pick and how you should use each person in a team effectively. So as you can see here, I've set up a nice little chart for you guys listing all the attacking operators and all of the defending operators together. Each one has been assigned a sort of role based on the kind of area of need that they fill within the team, which I will get into in just a second. In this video, however, we will be focusing namely on the attackers, so you don't need to worry about the defenders right now. We can cover that in a different video entirely. So, to begin, let's take a look at the symbolism for each of the letter codes up there. So if you see a character and he has an S next to his name, that symbolizes that he carries a shield. A B indicates that they are a breacher, meaning that they have a lot of extra tools that allow them to breach well. And G is related to gadgets, such as devices that could be placed like C4 or mutes, disablers. And finally, A stands for an assassin, which is somebody who's namely just really good at taking people out of the picture in a game. So what does this mean exactly for building a team? And really what this chart does is it provides you a way to balance out your team effectively. And from what I've noticed when I've been playing a lot of competitive, what seems to work really well is when you have two shields on your team, and additionally you need a bruiser kind of breacher type like Sledge, Ash, or Fuse, and then a support class that kind of provides a different kind of aspect either with gadgets or the ability to take people out from long range, examples of like IQ, Twitch, Thatcher, and Glaz. And with these two shields, a bruiser, and a support, that leaves one slot, and that is going to go to Thermite, who is a must pick because of the fact that he is the only character in the game that allows you to breach through fortified walls, which right now is just incredibly important for making more lanes of fire than I don't know, more lanes of fire than just one or two, which is typically what you're allotted when you're moving into the map naturally. So if you're looking for how to play these individuals specifically, you can look them up. I have a couple videos about each of one. But to move on now to how to actually apply this idea of having two shields, Thermite, a breacher, and a support, let's move into this diagram that I've made up for you guys. So here we have a little simulation of how I think you should apply the tactics of this squad layout. You can see I have a couple icons here. I'm just going to explain. The two shields are obviously the shields. The little arm man right there, the nice muscly dude, that would be your bruiser or breacher type like Ash or Sledge. In the middle you got a medical symbol, that would be your support, be it Thatcher or IQ or whoever tech guy you have. And then finally the explosion is Thermite, who is your other must pick. So when you're applying this sort of tactics, it's really important that you support your shields. Right now in the game, shields are incredibly important. So when each shield moves up, you guys need to be backing them up as well. Thermite is one of your most important characters in the game, so he should never be in the immediate danger if possible. But that doesn't mean that he can't support your shield guys. So as they come up to these red symbols, which I'm going to symbolize are barricades, they're going to be going in and they're going to be the first ones inside. Now the enemies you can see are set up as looking like little soldiers in there. They're going to obviously be taking on the shields as they move in. This provides you guys an awesome opportunity to, while they take fire on the shields and likely do little to no damage to them, you guys are able to snipe in through the windows using your long range. Once the shields are done moving in, you can take one of your two support characters inside. It's probably not going to be Thermite just because of the fact you want him to be alive for when you're breaching through those high fortified walls, which at this point are probably just on the back end of this particular building. So you can see the objective back there, which is the target. You're going to always have about one roamer, which you can see represented by the enemy who is on the right there, and it is the job of the bruiser to be watching the back during this time. So you can see that arm watching the back as the shields both move up, and Thermite creates a hole there for them to take out. So this will likely be a fortified wall, so they blow right through there using Thermite. We're going for the objective now at this point, and thus we will be able to go inside. Now once you're going in there through this hole that Thermite creates, you really want to make sure that you're watching your back, because this is when roamers are typically going to strike, and applying the fact that you have this extra shields up front who are literally just your front line is really important that you have people watching your back, because if you lose your shields, you're literally done in this comp. It's just too much advantage to the defenders. So as this guy comes around behind you, hopefully your bruiser is watching and is able to take him out. And in this particular instance, hopefully you'll only lose 1 shield or 2 inside the room, allowing you, Thermite, and your supports to move in and clean up, taking out the objective. So hopefully that gives you a little bit of an idea about how you can best apply this idea about how to use the attackers. Here we can show you an example of some actual gameplay in which we're using these tactics in a competitive game. You can see here I'm playing Montagny, and I got my buddy, shield buddy, Blitz, and we're just moving up inside the plane. You'll also see that behind us we have my buddy Excessus Next, who is just completely backing us up, making sure that no one gets messed up. And behind him still is Glaz, our support. Our Sledge is going around the other way. We're not really sure what he's doing, but we're working together, and that's all that matters. Because if we're moving in this formation, we can really demolish the enemy team. So you'll notice as he goes through, he does get lit up. So that'll happen to you sometimes when you're using this formation, but that's why we're stacked up together, because we can trade into him. And now we know that the enemy are stacked up on the other side. Now, here we are, still got my buddy, and you can see how important it is to have your friend behind you in just a moment here when I turn the corner and I'm instantly getting shot at. Shields can't really hold up too long, but with his help, I'm able to take him out. So, I hope you guys learned quite a bit from this. I hope that you can eventually also apply these tactics and get just as many wins as I have. I'm hovering around like a 95% win rate in competitive right now, and I've played about 20 games. So in closing, I hope you all can also reap the benefits of this strategy. Let me know if there's anything you think I should do to improve the strategy. There's always room to improve in these games. And as always, thanks for watching.